Yeah. Woo! Oh! Oh! Welcome. Did you know you was gonna see me? Did you know you were gonna see me today? Did you know you thought I was gonna let y'all go to sleep tonight and not have nothing to say? Nope. You fell into the booby trap. I set the trap just to see you react. And now you can't leave. I'm on you and you will leave. And I'm sorry, Mr. Adam Silver Slipper. I had to call a spade because it just is what it is. But you can't give no credit to anything LeBron said. The same dude who claimed he wants some cheddar still owe you for still owe the Lakers some chips. Shorty. We are back live. I was this close to falling asleep. I was making it through the game, and the game was perfect. LeBron blew the game, and you knew I was going live. You knew it. The old man got tired. And we just did a video with Crunchy Black in the car earlier today, and Crunchy was right there, and we talked about how LeBron and the Lakers and all the people were thinking they were finna beat Michael Jordan and the 96 Bulls. We set the booby trap. We set the booby trap. And he fell right in it. CB2G. He was right there. We had just came back from the Bears game. And this is what happened. And the Raptors didn't have both of their superstars. They didn't have Serge Ibaka. They didn't have Kyle Lowry. And look what happened. You got spanked. And I'm glad. They gave y'all a whooping, and y'all had LeBron, AD, Kyle Kuzma. I don't want to hear nothing tonight. Laker Nation, where are you? Where is Laker Nation? I want some explanations. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all lost to the world champions without Kawhi Leonard, without Kyle Lowry, without Serge Ibaka. What happened? What happened? Was it a back-to-back? Did they play last night or did they have a night off? When they at home? You lost to a Toronto Raptor team that traveled here from Canada? Canada. Not Canada Dry. They came in with Canada Dry cans of soda, ginger ale, and the Canadians came in and whooped you. The Canucks. I am very happy with what has transpired here today. This was supposed to happen. This is manna from heaven. This was supposed to happen. And thanks and shouts out to Jenny for cooking those wonderful tacos today. Jenny, you were great. You held it down. Those tacos got me extra full, and I had enough energy to last that game. The Cowboys lost. The Bears won. If the Packers would have lost, they got robbed. But this would have been a perfect night coming all the way around. What happened to this team that couldn't lose? 7-1. They're so devastating. They can't lose. They finna beat the Bulls records. Can't nobody beat them. Oh, they so great. LeBron and AD. They're gonna win MVP. They're gonna have to split it together. We heard all the nonsense, Laker Nation. Where are you now? Show up in this chat room today. I want some butts. We heard this stuff for a week. Where they at? Where they at? Told you they've been carrying these bums, but you didn't want to listen. Where they at? Where is Laker Nation? I want them. Tell them Carcino said he wants them. They on West Coast time. So it ain't even late over there. Don't try to fall and talk about they sleepy. We sleepy. We got work tomorrow. No, you don't. It's Veterans Day. Plus, you in LA. You a hippie anyway. You don't work. Where is Laker Nation? I want them. Where are the Lakers? Where are the Laker fans? We want them now. But hey, your guy got a triple-double, 13 big points. Scared man Bron. You see what happened? Let's look. Don't try to come in here and run misdirection. We ain't falling for it. This about the Lakers losing. The Lakers, they lost. The Lakers lost. LeBron choked the game, and that's that. We don't want to hear it no more. Where was your guy LeBron? Why he shied away? The challenge was on the table. You see, only now do you understand. You got to lose to understand. Oh, this best defense in the NBA. They haven't even played anybody. They haven't even played 10 games. Unbelievable. Have they played the Denver Nuggets? Have they played the Houston Rockets? No. Let's go through this. Because I want to be clear here. I want to be very clear. The Lakers opened up against, and I want everybody to follow this, right? We ain't talking preseason, we talking the real season. They opened up against the Clippers, am I right? And they lost. Kawhi came in, ate his lunch. The Clippers made the playoffs last year. They added Kawhi, their team. They beat the Lakers. The Lakers then played the Utah Jazz. They didn't have Bogdanovich. They won that game, and they played terrible that game also. But they won it. But they played terrible. They only scored 95 points. They were just as terrible as Utah. And they didn't have Bogdanovich, who I told y'all was their real best player they had. As you saw him hit the game-winning shot, like right after I said that too. Yeah, don't worry, I remember. So that they look terrible against the Utah Jazz. That's the Jazz, though. They made the playoff last year, so we'll give them credit for that. Okay, Charlotte Hornets. They beat up on the Hornets. Okay, they're the Hornets. They struggled early, and the refs bailed them out. The Grizzly game is one of the most criminal games we've ever seen. 18 free throws in the third quarter, 26 free throws altogether for Anthony Davis. We don't even need to talk about that. The Dallas Mavericks game, the game that they really lost, but the referees made sure that they were going to win that game. So we don't even want to talk about that. Spurs game. They held on to beat the San Antonio Spurs. In another dogfight where the referees and calls went their way, they survived against the Spurs. The Chicago Bulls, who had them down by 13 points in the fourth quarter, collapsed. The Bulls was one of the worst teams in the league last year. This year, they bunch of young players. They're just learning, and they're about second to last or 14th place. The Miami Heat just came off a back-to-back. One of their players who was supposed to play decided to eat some weed gummies and faint. And now he's out. So he's down. Then they played the Raptors. And they got spanked tonight. So out of all the teams we just went through, how many teams were in the playoffs last year that they beat? 1, 2, 2. 2 teams. Jazz and the Spurs. The other teams have not been in the playoffs. Last year, they were not in the playoffs. And yet, y'all got them as world beaters. World beaters. They hadn't played anybody. But you had them as world beaters. Am I the only one that sees a problem with this? Have you learned your lesson now, Laker Nation? Oh, Gavin for Life is on here. Did y'all follow Gavin Page yet? He's in here telling me to make him a moderator. I don't think he's here. I think he was here, but I think he might be gone. I think it's past his bedtime. Now, we tried to tell you. Now what they gonna say? LeBron needs some more help. LeBron needs some more help. That's what they gonna say. That's what they're gonna say. LeBron needs more help. He said, not before they blame the coaching staff. Oh, that's the way it goes in the NBA. It's Vogel's fault. LeBron had 13 points tonight, but it's Vogel's fault. LeBron got a triple-double, though. A 13-point triple-double. Thanks, Washed King. Oh, I love it. Oh, can't win them all. But no, y'all was talking 70, beating the 72 win Bulls team. And you're struggling against the Bulls. You're in a dogfight with the Chicago Bulls, but yet y'all can beat that team. And guess what? You got the Phoenix Suns coming up, and the Phoenix Suns ain't no pushovers. But we already know the refs gonna take care of that game. It's in Phoenix. Now, let me go ahead. We're 15 minutes in right now. I'm finna tell you how they lost. Their weaknesses was exposed. The weakness that I have explained to you game after game after game, because I watch the games and you guys don't. You guys watch Sports Center and you don't see it. The Toronto Raptors got a bunch of Africans from Zimbabwe and the Congo and all of these dudes here, a bunch of skinny guys that can run, they long and lean, and they get inside the paint. They push the ball. They got a guy named OG Ain't Nobody. He and OG Ain't Nobody. He ain't nobody, but he can get to the rim. And Mazir, he knows how to get him. He from Africa, so he go right to Africa, get a bunch of them African guys in there, and they just know how to get to the rim. But they don't even talk to each other. They just say all type of codes. Next thing you don't know what they saying, but the other guy know what he mean, and they right there. They long and lean, and they blocking shots. LeBron didn't want ready for that. These guys are high flying. You saw what they were doing. They had no structured play to score. They went down the lane, threw something up, and hit the backboard, and about 5 of them was in the air trying to get the alley-oop. They was getting 8 points off putbacks, and they were outworking and out hustling them because the Lakers have zero interior defense. I'm tired of all that we the best defense garbage. Is nonsense. They have no interior defense. They will get beat on the boards, and they cannot stop the ball. They have nobody in the front court that can stop the ball. It's just that teams have been very dumb and decided to settle for 3-point shots. If they stop shooting a 3-point shot and just take what they give you, you can win the game easy. Because the Lakers are going to play a half-court game. They're slow. They're going to bring the ball up slow. LeBron's going to kill the clock because he stick dribbles, and he can't shoot. He's a brick shooter. LeBron was tired in the third because them young boys was running him. You ever see one of them people when they do the Boston Marathon and you got them people from Ethiopia, they be in there winning by 30 links in those long 6-hour runs? That stuff is a jog to them where they at. They got to walk 16 miles to school and 16 miles back barefooted. That ain't nothing for them. When they do these Boston Marathons, there be one guy killing himself in a pool of sweat. And the Nigerians, they be coming first and second. Right by each other. Yeah, from Kenya. You already know it. If a Kenyan in there, he gonna be in the finals. It's just like that. You got a bunch of Kenyans out there in their 20s running around out there on that court. They didn't need Lowry. Lowry would have made the game worse. They did better by having him out there. It's not racist when it's a fact. You act like I'm making a lie. It ain't racist when it's facts. You ain't seen them Kenyans coming across that finish line? I have. And they got Kenya right across their chest. And if you saw the game tonight, you know exactly why they lost. Them Africans was out there tearing them up. They were like men at work. And if they needed a three, they had some people like Van Fleet hitting open threes. They don't play any defense. They still don't play defense. They look how many open shots they give up. They got brothers from the Congo. That's what Manir did. Mansour. He went over there and got all the dudes from Africa and brought them over. He want all of them on his team. That's how you got Siakam, Pascal Siakam, playing like he playing. They have OG ain't nobody. Him. They got him over there. They got everybody over there. He was like, look, I can get these African guys in here. They ain't gonna ask us that much money. They just really want to play. I can pay them $2 million a year. They gonna be, thank you. You have saved my village. And that's it. They ready to go. You ain't got to worry about them fighting for no contracts. They happy they got a room. They'll be on the elevator like, this is perfect. Where do I go to the restroom? But don't complain. I love this place. They be, this is the elevator. Your room upstairs. they gonna be in the elevator laying down some pillows and trying to get some sleep. They're gonna be like, no, this is not your room. Your room upstairs. What's your name, Big Tyler? Did you do a Stream Lab or did you do Cash App? Did you hit up the Cash App? Which one did you do? Oh, 4 weeks ago? I probably did. If it's 4 weeks ago and it's on there, I did. You probably didn't see the stream we did. We had everybody's name in it from the Stream Lab. Well, we're going to see a whole different game when Kawhi and the Clippers get there. So now they got to play the Clippers tomorrow, right? So now we get to see what they really can do. But they're not a good basketball team, and that's why this schedule was put together. The Lakers are not a good basketball team. They don't play defense. They leave too many guys open. Their front court cannot stop the ball, and people can penetrate. They're bringing Dwight Howard all the way near the top of the key, and those guys can take him off the dribble and get to the basket easy. And he thinking he could just get all these blocks, and he can't. Van Fleet was taking him at will because nobody in the backcourt could keep up with him. You got no guys who can play defense in the backcourt. The front court, except for Bradley. And Bradley can't play with some of those guys because they too fast. They too small and too fast, and all he can do is foul them. And then, you got KFC in there. What he gonna do? So don't forget to hit the like button too, guys. Oh, KFC, man, he can't even hit a layup. That guy, that guy is he really stealing money. And LeBron is the reason he on the Lakers. So LeBron is getting him paid. So blame him. Another situation you can blame James on. Just a kid from Zimbabwe. Man, these dudes out here like cool runnings. I mean, they out here like cool runnings. That's how they playing. It's not racist when it's facts. So if you talking about something that's people love to throw the word racist around. Nothing is racist is if it's facts. Lakers sucks. Facts. Ooh, tomorrow's gonna be it's a balanced day. Skip gonna be mad about them Cowboys, which I'm glad the Cowboys lost. Carcino wins tomorrow. Cowboys lost, Lakers lost. Iron Bears won. I can live with that. I lost in fantasy football. I can eat that. It's only one game. No, it's not just one game. Y'all have not played well basically all season. You have not played well. You probably had one game where you played decent. Well, one game LeBron played decent, and that was the Dallas game. That was his best shooting game. Since the Dallas game, all his other games have been trash all season long. He has played like trash. Yeah, he said they're gonna be 17-3 and all that. 17-3? Really? This team? He's expecting way too much out of LeBron. the, that old age is kicking right on in. You're in a dog fight with the Chicago Bulls. You should have lost that game. You had lost the Dallas game. So that's right there, 4 losses. Then you lost tonight. That's 5. So if you're looking at it statistically, the Lakers really have 5 losses and they only played 3 teams that was in the playoffs last year. But you're a Laker fan, so you're living in delusion. We got the W. And because you think like that, when they get beat and they're out the playoffs, you're going to be, how? We had LeBron. Because you didn't want to listen to the truth. You wanted to live in the lie. And if you want to live in the lie is what you get. Where is Laker Nation? I don't see him. I don't see Laker Nation out there, y'all. Where they at? Tell them Cino looking for him. Go get him. Bring him here. Share this video to every Laker Nation person you know and say, Laker Nation, where are you? Because you're hiding. You're throwing stones and hiding your hands. I see you. Don't throw stones and hide your hands. Uh. We ain't doing that. He was scared, man, Bron. Oh, who was the 2 superstars? Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka. They didn't even play. Oh, don't worry. You said when the Lakers start beating the good teams, when they gonna play them? You see, the NBA set the schedule up so that the Lakers could go on a run. They put them in schedule against some soft teams early so that they can get their rhythm going on these teams and then play like one tough team a week. But if you play a tough team, that tough team gonna be coming off a back to back, so they're gonna be a little tired. Like Miami, Miami came in off a back to back. They was tired. They just lost a player who loved getting high off weed gummies, and he was passed out on a plane. So that's how they set it up so that they can get familiar with each other. AD, LeBron, they can get through all that. And while they doing that, they playing bad teams. So they ain't no real threat of them losing. But the problem was there was a threat of them losing. They was in a dog fight with the Bulls. They was in a dog fight with Dallas. They was in a dog fight with all these teams, and they couldn't do anything with them. They was in a dog fight with Utah for 3 quarters. And that was the worst game I probably have seen in basketball history. I was falling asleep here like, I can't watch this. This is just bad basketball. And they didn't have Bogdanovich. And if they did, they would have won that game. So now you're going to see a whole different team when December run around, because everybody keeps saying, oh, the Lakers ain't there yet. Wait till they get there. I'm not blaming Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma has not played. He could not run. He cannot practice. It's going to take him some games to get his feet under him. But what did people say today? Kyle Kuzma blew the game. Laker fans, you guys are something else. Believe me, you guys are something else. Why? Where's LeBron? He was healthy. He's been there all season. Why did he have 13 points? You think Jordan or Kobe gonna put up 13 points? I'm telling you 13 points better be coming from somebody on the bench. JaVale McGee got about 13 points. A triple double. What that mean? Did the triple double help them tonight? Old Patches out there choking on the court. Scared man Bron. He didn't show his head again. He didn't reared his ugly head again. Oh, buddy, he didn't showed up right on time. That train ain't never late, is it? So now this is where I ask you, YouTube Premiere. Oh, as they, uh, as they for no reason decides to screw up my live stream. I ask you, YouTube Premiere. Since you guys are here, I ask you, what's wrong with the Los Angeles Lakers? YouTube Premiere, YouTube Live, all the guys who see me first. Tell me, what's wrong? What y'all think? I'm listening to y'all now. They're very stupid, haven't played enough together, no point guard. Scott still saying you can't win them all. You can lose them all, though. They need more pick and roll with Bron and any big man. No go-to player in the fourth. A lot of good people are saying a lot of good things, and some people are just nuts. Now let's start off with what people were saying. Too many tacos. It wasn't Tuesday. Old man Brian, they're slow. The Lakers are slow. That is correct. They play a very slow game. A point guard. That is a very key point here. They do not have a true point guard. LeBron always ends up with the ball in his hands, and he's not a good point guard. See, a point guard knows how to get the ball and move the ball. LeBron just passes the ball one time to somebody in a corner when he drives. It's not running the point. That's not what a point guard does. Point guard sets it up. He gives it to people in their shot pockets. He calls the plays and the sets and let people run their sets, and people playing off the ball. You're using the ball and you're moving the ball around. And when you give up the ball, you move to different situations to create opportunities for your other guys on the court. That's what true point guard, you're the orchestra of the team. So that's what it's about. Now you say the Lakers are not scoring enough. Well, they're not scoring enough because they're not getting in their offense quick enough. They're a poorly constructed team. I wouldn't say that, but you're kind of right when you say they're poorly constructed. And the reason why they're poorly constructed is the fact that the teams that they have in place now, the structure that they have, it does not really fit. You got a bunch of guys who are like ISO basketball players or one-on-one players. They're not really creative players out there that work off the ball. Kyle Kuzma's not a really off the ball player himself. He's a more ISO one-on-one player who likes to cross you, get into his offense, and score. And him and Brandon Ingram played on the court at the same time. That was kind of like one gold and the other one would go, but they couldn't go together. So it was very rare that both of them got a chance to shine at the same time with LeBron being out there. It was always one had a good game, the other one couldn't because this guy didn't know how to make this guy better. And that person being LeBron, who's supposed to be the best at doing that. But he was not willing to sacrifice his stats to make that guy better. Now, with that being said, they don't have a true point guard. Rondo is a true point guard, but he's not really there yet. Plus, he can't really stay on the court. It is a very long season. There is no fountain of youth. There is no cohesion on a LeBron James team for defense for about 8 years. The best defensive team LeBron ever played on was the Cleveland 2016 team. That was the best team he's played on in years, in the recent years, the years they won the championship. And they really weren't that good. Now, the first 2 years with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, where they playing all the defense and breaking themselves up, I'll say them first 2 years when Wade was there, that's when you saw a very good defensive team. After that, they were done. The last 2 years, Wade was hurt basically for those last 2 years. And he hadn't really gotten back to being that Dwayne Wade again. No go-to player in the fourth quarter. That is correct. The Lakers do not have a go-to player in the fourth quarter. That's why they don't have any structure. In the fourth quarter, the Clippers know. Last year, if one guy don't have it going, they were pretty much done if Lou Williams didn't have it. This is where they lost the games last year. And we win for 3 quarters and we lose it in the fourth. Now you got the guy who's leading all the NBA in fourth quarter scoring, Kawhi Leonard. He closes the game in the fourth quarter because that's what a superstar is supposed to do. But yeah, y'all was talking about he ain't playing enough game. He's resting. But you care about what he doing. He winning championship. When you winning championships, you can shut people up. It's like, sit down, shut up. I won a championship. Now, someone said they hadn't played enough together. They've played 9 games. True. They haven't really played enough together, in my opinion. Nobody has, in my opinion. But you had preseason, you had now, you ain't practicing, you ain't doing the things you're supposed to do. Nothing should stop LeBron from performing. Would they use that excuse for Kobe and say, well, Kobe ain't played enough with these guys yet? Would Kobe get that excuse? Nope. Would Jordan get that excuse? Well, Jordan ain't played enough with these guys. That would never stop them from performing. They could lose the game, but ain't nothing finna stop them from shining. The offense ain't jailed yet. What you want to do? Rub some icy hot on it? They paid for it to jail. We better jail. If I spent all that money on Anthony Davis, gave up half my team for him, and then I spent all this money on this bum from Akron, it better jail. You're right, they have no defense, but yet they're the number one defensive team in the league, right? Didn't I just do a video saying how the Lakers got y'all fooled? That they're the best defensive team in basketball. And I'm laughing, they're laughing. I've told you this. Just follow the timeline. It told you. They're not the best team defensively. Stop believing these headlines. Stop believing these websites. Stop believing these fake propaganda media to make you all robots. You watch the games. You know what's happening. I'm not just saying it out of my mouth just because it's fake or something. I'm telling you what's happening. I'm like, they fouling the guy and they not calling it. So if you foul somebody and they fall on the floor and you grab the ball, that's called a steal. If they referee don't call it, it's what it is. How many times LeBron ran into somebody and they let the play go and he dunked the ball? That's an offensive foul. But yet, they going to let him score because he's LeBron and they put all the marketing dollars into him. And this guy's probably a guy they're going to probably throw out the league in 2 years. So, of course, it's a no call. And we've been seeing that for the last 8 years. Longer than that. And it's sickening to watch. So don't forget to support my page, man. Hit the Cash App up. My name is Carcino on the Cash App. Or you can click the link in the description box. Leave your number there because this week we're going to be calling people up so they can go in there and we can get to chatting and get that going this week. If you guys are donating to the page, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for your time. I'm out.